So you can see here the standard load values on the crushed stone aggregates for specified for penetration values. So penetration in mm 2.5 and 5, you can see that standard load 1370 and 2055 kg. With respect to unit standard load, kg per centimeter square is 70 and 105 respectively. Generally CBR values at 2.5 mm penetration is higher, and this value is adopted. The initial upward concavity of the load penetration is due to the piston surface not being fully in contact with the top of the specimen, or when the top layer of soaked soil being too soft. Models of subgrade reactions of soil plates bearing test. See, you can see the plate bearing test setup. You can see here reaction, hydraulic jack, stacked plates, the 3 to 4 mm deflection dials, and datum frame. It's a setup. So the plate bearing test has been devised to evaluate the supporting power of subgrade or any other pavement layer by using the plates of large diameter. Plate bearing test was originally meant to find out the modulus of subgrade reactions in the Westergaard analysis for wheel load stresses in cement concrete pavement. In the plate bearing test, is compressive stresses is applied to the soil or pavement layer through rigid plates of relatively large size, and the deflection is measurement for various stresses values. The deflection level is generally limited to lower value of 1.25 mm to 5 mm. See, modulus of subgrade reaction K may be defined as the pressure sustained per unit deformation subgrade at specified pressure level using the specified plate size, and the standard plate size for finding K value is 75 cm. Dia in the same test, a smaller plate of 30 cm dia is used, 75, 60, 45, 30 and 22.5 cm dia. Apparatus used bearing plate is mild steel 75 cm dia and 1.5 to 2.5 cm thickness. See, loading equipment, reaction frame or dead load applied may be measured either a proving ring or the dial gauge assembly. Settlement measurement, you can see it may be made by means of 3 to 4 dial gauge fixed on the periphery of the bearing plates from independent datum frame. Datum frame should be supported from the loaded area. So procedure: at the test site, first about 20 to 20 cm topsoil is removed, and then the site is labeled and the plate is properly seated on the prepared surface. The next step is the stiffening plates of decreasing dia are placed and the jack and proving ring assembly are fitted to provide reaction against the frame. 3 to 4 dia gauges are fixed on the periphery of the plate from the independent datum frame for measuring the settlement. A settlement load that is 0.07 kg per centimeter square for 320 kgs for 75 dia is applied and reduced after a few seconds. The settlement dia gauge readings are now noted corresponding to zero load. A load is applied by means of jack sufficient to cause an average settlement of about 0.25 mm. When there is no perception increases settlement, or when the rate of settlement is less than 0.025 mm per minute, case of clay soil especially, that is a wet soil, the reading of the settlement dial gauge is noted and average settlement is found. The load is noted from the proving ring dial gauge reading. The load is then increasing till settlement increases to a further amount about 0.25 mm and the average settlement and load are found. The procedure is repeated till the settlement reaction 0.175 cm. A graph is plotted with mean settlement versus a mean bearing pressure, that is load per unit area, as shown in the figure you have seen in the first slide. So bearing pressure settlement curves, the pressure P kg per centimeter square correspond to settlement delta 0.125, that is the value of delta 0.125 centimeter obtained from the graph shows above, that is in the first slide. The modulus of subgrade reaction is calculated from the relation is given kg per centimeter cube.